My name is Christina Suarez. A lot of people have a tendency to call me Christine, but my name is Christina, and that's pretty much what I go by. I'm from a relatively large city in New Jersey. Um, I'm from Patterson. We had a famous boxer come from Patterson, New Jersey, Hurricane Carter. There was also a movie about Patterson called Patterson. Very artistic, very beautiful. It's a very diverse city, about 20 minutes outside of Manhattan. So it's important to note that because even though it's a small state, uh, my fellow people from New Jersey, we like to make the distinction that we're from the northeast section because Central and South Jersey, they are very different from the northeast section. So just something that's a bit of trivia, I guess. I decided to return to school, to return back to college after a very long time, and I settled on a communications degree because I feel that it's very broad. I'm fascinated by the different styles of communication, um, how communication all started back with the Greeks. I've just been learning about that in the last year, and I find it completely fascinating. Um, I'm very interested in how people communicate with each other, how things are misconstrued, how different words mean one thing, but people in advertising use it for something completely different. How ideas are born and how they're discussed in the workplace, all of that stuff. It's completely fascinating to me. So it's a very well rounded education, and I'm enjoying the ride so far. So what type of sciences I enjoy? Geez, this is very difficult. Science was not a subject that I enjoyed while I was in high school. To give you an idea, I graduated from high school in 1991. I think the last science class I took was in 1990. Um, that was but no, I think it was the last science class I took was 89 or 90. I'm really just kind of blanking on the dates, but it was biology, and I barely passed that class. Nothing that I'm proud of, but I just really, in general, I struggled in school. Um, and then as far as what I hope to learn from the class, it's a little too soon to tell. I mean, I've learned everything from all the classes I've taken so far at Lynn University and Nova University. I just recently transferred last year to Lynn. Um, so I think I'll have a better idea of what I hope to gain from the class after I take it. I typically can reflect back on everything that I've learned and kind of put away in my toolbox, not to sound hokey or anything, but that's truly my experience so far. I do follow people like the Science Guy, uh, Bill Nye, the Science Guy, and then Degrassi as well. I follow them on Twitter. I read what they have to say, become a little bit more informed than maybe I was 5 minutes ago. I'm very interested in climate change because I do feel that that is something super important that impacts me, that impacts my family, that impacts my neighbor and everybody in this world. So the more I can learn about that, the better off I'll be. Um, I've watched a lot of science. I read science fiction. I like TV shows on science fiction. I realize that that's fantasy, and that will probably help me, like, not at all for this class. Um, but that's pretty much the honest truth with my experience with science. I work for JM Family Enterprises in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Um, I work in their benefits department, so uh, I'm the person that assists all our new associates, our existing associates, on their benefits. On occasion, I will help the associate that is getting ready to retire as they transition into company sponsored benefits, into a Humana plan, Medicare, that sort of thing. Um, if people have questions on how to enroll for benefits, especially the new associate, I will walk them through the different plans, what might be a better plan for them based on the information that they provide me. So I really kind of give a very comprehensive understanding of our total rewards package that we offer at JM, which is a really good one. So it's not a terribly exciting um, job, but I happen to be good at it. I enjoy it. I'm also trying to think outside of the box on how to get people more engaged about benefits so they're better informed. So it was a toss up between a dog and a dolphin. A dog because I have a dog, I love dogs. But I always think dolphins are just so beautiful. They can swim super fast, they're sleek in the water. You hear about these stories about how they save people from sharks, because their noses help them protect against predators for themselves and, human beings. Um, and so not only are they strong and beautiful, but they also have this really gentle side to them. They kind of remind me of a dog, um, except it's in the ocean. And the more I think about that, maybe that's more of a seal that's considered to be like the dog of the sea. I don't know. I don't know where I got that from. It's just kind of something I thought about prior to making this presentation, but that's what I would do. I just think they're really kind of neat animals all around. So that's me in a nutshell.